Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you with a video that I've been meaning to make for quite a while. I've had a lot of you guys recently asking me what all I have done to my bikes from stock. I've got two main bikes that I've done a ton of work to. This is my 300, my 2018 XCW, and then I have my 2021 125 XC. So today's video is going to be all about the 300 XCW. Let's start with the fact that it actually started out life as an 18250 XCW, the last of the carbureted XCWs. That's why I bought it, because it was carbureted and because it was a leftover. Back then, everybody was fired up about the TPIs. They didn't know about all the problems that those early ones were going to have. We can argue TPI later, but in general, the 18s and 19s did have some issues. They fixed a lot of things, but the 18 was rough. But this bike was at our local dealership, Davis Service Center. I want to thank them because I buy all my bikes from them, and they do a great job. They help us out money-wise, and the bikes come set up ready to go. Davis had it laying around. No one wanted it, so they gave me a great deal on it. I bought it because I was able to get it for $1,000 less than a 300. People always ask me, why did I buy a 250? Well, that's why. It was $1,000, and for $1,000 I can buy a lot of tires and gas and have a ton of fun. Now, what I want to do is go around this bike and talk about everything that has been done that is not stock. So, let me grab you guys. Alright guys, we're going to start at the front and work to the back. You'll notice I have the XL Sport headlight on here. I got that from Moto Minded. It is in their mount, also using their super mount behind the number plate to help really hold this thing super steady. So that way I just bolt it on, no straps or anything like that. Just 2 bolts comes off, 2 bolts comes on. I've also rewired the plugs on it to make them waterproof and much better than stock. Then we'll start up top here. I run Woods High Pro Taper bars. That's just because that's my personal preference. It's not better, worse, or anything like that than anybody else. It's just the bars that I run, and I really, really like them. Running the Mako 360 bar mount from XC Gear. Huge thanks to Lance and Lisa. The Mako 360 is a necessity on my bikes. I'm old, I'm tired, I've been beat up, and that helps a ton with my wrists and elbows and shoulders on a long day. Moving down, we're suspended 100% by TBT Racing. We are getting ready to become a TBT Racing shop, but this was done by Brady Metter in Oklahoma. He did a great job. He's a good friend of mine. He actually came out and did the work. It's amazing. These are the Explorer forks with the TBT kit in them. So they've got base valves and then a revalve mid valve on this side. So they have 2 low-speed compression adjustments, 1 rebound on the right and 1 high-speed compression on the left. Down to the front, we've got V-Moto tires. I've run lots of different tires, as you can imagine, but running V-Motos now, I really, really like them. This is the Force AT. I'm running Nitro Mousse, Platinum Mousses in the front and the rear. I am a huge fan of Nitro Mousse. They're a great, great company. They hold up the best. I really like the way they work. I like the way they feel. All that. And this is not a video a ton about like in-depth into each thing because I've got videos about all that stuff already. If you guys have any questions or any ideas, suggestions on videos that you want me to make about any of this stuff, please comment below. Front disc guard, running System Tech Racing front disc guard, carbon fiber with a G10 rim. I really like these. They're lightweight. They are not aluminum, so they slide off of things, so I really, really, really like them. One of the things I really like a lot is this carbon fiber registration wrap. It's nice because you can take it off, clean the bike, take the forks off, put it back on, it's all good. Now, some guards, Bulletproof Designs, Radiator guards, hands down, best guards I've ever used, lifetime warranty, they're absolutely amazing. Also running Bulletproof Designs levers on clutch and brake. They've been great. They also have a lifetime warranty. I actually did bend one. They do flex out, but they don't flex up and down. I bent one bad in Idaho. They sent me a new one, no questions asked. Huge, huge thanks to the guys at Bulletproof Designs. Enduro Engineering flags. These are the new, I think, Evo 2 flags, or I don't know. Maybe that's not it. But anyway, they're the new ones that are part of the Perch. These are the stock ones they sent me. I haven't broken them. I've beaten, crashed, and just mangled them. I've replaced the flags a few times, but nothing on the hard parts. Been really great. A Cherbis 3-gallon tank is big for me, because I like to do long rides, 100+ mile days. Death March is 200+ miles. It's always a good thing to have a ton of gas on board. So huge thanks to Acerbis. It's a great tank, fits well, uses the stock plastics, no issues. Then we're running right now a Scalvini pipe. I am not terribly picky about exhaust pipes on my two-strokes. A lot of people are. I'm not. I just want them to be relatively straight and work. Scalvini works. It is a mid to top range pipe. I don't know. It just runs good for me. I got an Acerbis plastic skid plate. I like the plastic skid plates. It's light. It also slides off of things. Works good. The light up top, I did not do anything to the stator for that light. That runs, since it's the sport model, it'll run on the normal AC circuit on this bike. So I haven't touched the stator at all. Let's talk a little bit about the motor. We have an RK Tech head on there, also the RK Tech piston, and Kelsey's custom gasket stack for the cylinder to raise the ports and give this bike a ton of power from the bottom all the way to the top, screaming like a 250, and it's really, really smooth. Incredibly smooth power and tons of it. Because of that power, I've been able to go up to a 1450 gearing on this. Running a 14 front's a Renthal front, but I'm running a DDC rear sprocket. These things last forever. I had one with 500 hours on it, and I only replaced it because I thought I should. It was just fine. Back to XC gear, running the Spurs Footpegs. They are an incredible foot peg. They're definitely pricey. It's $279, but it is just the next level of comfort. If you're looking for just one more level of comfort for your bike, that is it for sure. If you've already taken care of the front of the bike, that definitely helps take care of the back of the bike, and it feels really, really good. Running a Acerbis aftermarket frame guards that have a little bit of a tacky feel here. I don't know. They look nice. I don't really care about that. I don't feel like I can hold on any better necessarily. It's just, they're cool looking, and I wore the stock ones out because this bike has over 400 hours on it. Right here, this is a 36mm Kean short body carburetor off of an older KTM. This bike came with the Mikuni 38. I just put that 36 on there not too terribly long ago when I did the motor work. I really, really like the way it carburates. It's nice and clean. It never loads up, and it pulls hard from the bottom all the way to the top. It's a great, great carburetor. I'm running a 170 main jet and a 42 Pilot, and the Suzuki NE3J, I think, or NECJ, anyway, whatever. The Suzuki main Suzuki needle in the number 3 position runs really good. Paired with that, I'm running the new style throttle housing and cable from the 21 two-strokes. Well, I say 21 SX two-strokes. It's got a little wheel on the actual cable. Really helps this pull be really, really nice and smooth. Thing I forgot to mention is I'm running bar ends from XC Gear. I like them a lot because they're kind of a urethane, and they're color fast, so like you can crash and crash and crash on them, and since they're not aluminum, they don't get scratched and whatever. Those are nice. Running Polysport protectors here for my decals. My decals are from Decal Works. Big thanks to Sean Murdoch. At Decal Works, he helps us out with the graphics. I think it looks great. American flag, and got all of our sponsors on there. Really, really happy. TM Designs chain guide, in my opinion, is a must if you're riding the rocks. The stock chain guide will get bent over, hold the chain in there, or derail it. It's no good. Another thing from Moto Minded. I've got their license plate mount. You see it's got this bendy movie set up there. I really like that. I've crashed and come off the back with my legs and hit this thing, and I haven't bent it or broke it or anything. It's been really, really good. Obviously still running a V-Moto Force AT with Nitro Mousse Platinums in the back, NM 18305 for the back, and NM 21220 for the front. Those are the sizes that I use. Also running System Tech Racing disc guard in the back, same style with carbon fiber and G10. Also running their brake cooler. This thing really helps with KTM brakes that overheat. I used to overheat my brakes all the time. This solved that problem. FMF Turbine Core 2.1 silencer. I like that a lot because it's a little bit bigger, has a little more packing, it's a little quieter than the 2.0, and looks nice, all that. We have to be legal here in Colorado. We can't run straight pipes unless you're on private property. We have a ton of public land, which is awesome, But because of that, I run Spark Arrestor all the time. This is a System Tech Racing brake reservoir extender. Really all that does is help hold more fluid. It does have some fins on it, but I don't think that really does much for cooling, but holds more fluid, which does help keep it cool. Got a brake light switch and wiring harness from Enduro Engineering to make this thing street legal. So I do have a brake light and a tail light, and that thing is really awesome. I just shot a video of that, and it's sweet. I really like that setup. Makes the whole thing go really easily. Obviously, TBT Racing valved shock, but the most important part of this shock that's different is the fact I have a bladder kit from TBT Racing also. I don't like the piston style shock reservoir on KTMs because that piston tends to stick or swell and stick, and it just, anyway, it'll lock out the high speed damping on these things pretty quickly. So I'm not a big fan. Extreme Parts clutch cover guard. Really nice clutch cover guard. It's awesome. Thing's tough. It's great. It's inexpensive. Big fan of Extreme Parts. Another thing I also have from them is their fan kit. Uses a Spall Italian fan, and it's got a thermostat that goes in line here in the hose. It's set to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just below boiling, if you know anything. And it's nice because it's way up high up there, so it doesn't come on very often, but when it does, it's when it needs to be cooled off. Then it shuts off quickly too, so it doesn't kill the battery. So I really, really like that a lot. System Tech Racing brake pedal extender. Also, I really like these. They're just a little bit bigger. Also, they're adjustable. They've got 4 holes. You can move it back, forward, or in the middle, like I have it. In my radiators, I run Evans waterless coolant. I don't recommend that for 4-strokes, honestly, unless, I guess, if you're running a fan, it'd be fine with a 4-stroke because that'll help keep it cool. If you're not running a fan, not a huge fan of Evans because it will tend to let the motor get too hot because it doesn't boil till 375 degrees, which is great because it doesn't boil. The bad thing is if you get a 4-stroke motor up to 375 degrees, things can start warping and causing problems, so not a big fan. For fork bleeders, System Tech Racing fork bleeders, they're patented, they're way better than the Chinese ones. They're a little more expensive, but they're nice. Got my Canyon Dancer tie downs. I like these a lot because then I don't put stress on the Mako 360 dampers, the polymers here, so pull on that and you're all good. All right, guys, there it is. There's my 2018 300 XCW full walk around. Oh, forgot to say I got Pro Taper lock-on grips. I really, really, really like those a lot. I like the lock-on grips in general. The Pro Tapers are nice because they're a little bit smaller. I like a smaller grip. Some people like fatter ones. If you like bigger grips, I'd go with the ODI or the EMIG, which I guess is made by ODI. But anyway, those are a little bit bigger. But the Pro Taper is a little bit smaller. I feel like I have a little bit better connection with the bars. If you guys have any other questions, please comment below. Let me know what you think about this build. Let me know what you don't like, what you do like. Thank you guys so much, and we'll be shooting the 125 one here pretty soon, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Tell people about us. It really does make a huge difference if you do that. Also, guys, quick commercial. If you look at the links in the description, if you use those links and read all that stuff, that really helps us out because we have Amazon affiliate link. We have affiliate codes for leading edge supplements, also Extreme Parts and V-Moto. We have all kinds of stuff in there, so please check them out and please support the companies that support us. It does make a big difference, and I want to show those guys that what we're doing for them is actually working. Also, if there's anybody out there you want me to test, comment below. I'll see if I can't get a hold of whatever it is you want me to test and bang on it, because I like to beat on things and see if they actually hold up. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one.